Alright guys, what is going on with PLRZ? I made a video last time when this thing pumped. I said to wait out on this thing as when price, I see this happen all the time. When price gets close to this EMA 5, we tend to come down some. So a lot of times what happens is retail traders get in on this pump and then it comes back down. It's just a common thing because people like to see green, right? We don't want to buy in this red, but this right in this red was the time to buy. And the reason why I say that is not just because we're just blindly, but look at the KDJ here. This is a 1.33 on the KDJ that I'm hovering over. That is a very oversold stochastic setting, and if it ever gets there, it's extremely oversold. So when I see that, I'm like, holy crap. And we just had the reverse split. So usually you have a pump after that. So we had this pump here, making massive returns from this high to this low was 194% pump. So yeah, it's probably going to come down some, and it does comes up a little on this day, 21%, and then it comes back down. The end goal for this is to touch the EMA 5, but you got to understand the longer it takes, the more this comes down. So if I'm looking at this gain here, from here to here, you're looking at an 86% return on the EMA 5, okay? So it has nice returns, but keep in mind it is coming down a lot. So every day you're losing like 10% on that. So the thing that I'm looking for, guys, is remember, anything that don't touch this in over 13 days is extremely long. You got to count in the gaps. Well, we haven't touched this EMA 5, this purple band, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. So since we don't have a higher KDJ, or since we have a high KDJ, I'm not just going to randomly buy this. We're sitting at a 23.64. This was the area to buy it. That was an amazing area to buy it. It was just absolutely awesome. But we know this is going to touch this EMA 5. I think the latest I'll ever see is probably 20 days. That's kind of the extreme I tend to see. But I think some type of pattern here, we might have a move up. If this doesn't hold, we'll see. But I do think this was the pullback, comes back up, and we'll see if we start making a higher low type of formation. That's what I think we could have here, because we know we're due for the 5. Obviously, this is not as great as an area like down here. I wanted it because there's a low K value. We just got the reverse split. There tends to be a pump after that. So this is a lot more riskier. I always tell people, guys, if you're going to buy a penny stock, you need to have a max amount you're going to put in. All right, that goes with a lot with trading. If you're going to put $1,000 in this, you got to stick to your word, because if it all goes loose and it doesn't work out, you don't want to lose an outrageous amount of money. All right, $1,000. I like to split up my buys into like 2 to 3 increments. So let's say you buy it here, well, you put $500 there. If it dips again, you're like, yay, no big deal. I saved a little extra cash for that, because you're playing a downtrend idea. When EMAs are at the top, when EMAs are above, it's a downtrend idea. So you're looking for that big, massive reversion to the mean, which it is. It's going to touch this 5. And if you have a simple $1,000 and this pumps 80% up there, that's a massive gain, 87%. From this low here, we made massive returns. This was a 193% return. This is life-changing money. But the problem is nobody wanted it in here. I made a video right here on this day saying this is a great idea to buy PLRZ. You got the reverse split out of the way. You got a low K value. You had the 13 days not touching the EMA 5 on that mark. At the very least, what I see happen a lot is price comes back towards this EMA 5. Not all the time does it touch it. It comes back to it, hypes people up, and then it sells off again. All right, so I'm looking at this one. We'll see if it comes down some more. I mean, I don't like the KDJ. It's at 23.64. Compared to this candle, it's at 1.33. So it is a kind of higher K value, but this is an opportunity where it can make massive money. All right. A lot of times I look at lower time frames and I'd be like looking on a 15-minute chart and be like, hey, this is not a bad area, right? Right up in here from this hits the lower Keltner channel and it goes up, makes you a nice 13% return. That's kind of how I look for these kind of ideas. I mean, if it touches this lower Keltner channel, that means it's a very oversold type of setting. And just like if it touches the upper Keltner channel, that means PLRZ is an overextension. It's probably going to come down. If you're not selling it at these areas, try to sell out these areas. This is a 15-minute chart, so I mean, you can see it touches the upper Keltner channel. Don't get FOMO. You need to sell. And what does it do? Comes crashing down, because this is you can't sustain that, guys. Now, did it have to go all the way this down to here? No, it didn't have to do that. But yeah, I'm watching PLRZ. We'll see what it does. I'm just gonna see, obviously I want to get a lower KDJ, so I'm gonna kind of sit out for a little bit. 15 days not touching this. I'm gonna give it, maybe a couple days, see if we can test this lows here at this 55 cents. But yeah, no doubt about, guys, it's gonna touch the CMA5. I want to see if we can get near that 10 KDJ, K on the KDJ. If you are going to get in, slowly accumulate. Then don't go all in on one end. We know this is going to pump. It's at that mark where it wants to pump, but you kind of want to buy it when it's depressing, when it's on this area before it made a massive move. All right, so this play, I know it already made a 200%. All right, I'm just giving you what I think is what's going to happen. I don't think this is going to take 20 days to touch this EMA5. That's pretty rare, but it can happen. It can happen. I've seen it before, so you want to be patient. All right, so this is my analysis on PLRZ. Let me guys know what you think in the YouTube comments below. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, this is your chance to do it. You're always more than welcome to join. I'm going to tell you guys how to trade. I'm going to give you guys all the educational tools. I do alert some plays here and there, but definitely join the Discord. Click the link down below in the YouTube comments below in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Hit how to subscribe and hit hashtag day trade alerts, and you'll get access to everything day trades and swing trades for 12 bucks a month, and you'll get that gold membership. You're gonna love it, guys. I've been always, I love reversing the means. I love trading, these kind of setups here for massive gains. I know waking up, making 200%. But you really, guys, want to wait for this low K value, okay? Wait for that. There's always going to be a setup that has it. Penny stocks, you got to be very picky, okay? I'm no doubt about I'll probably find another penny stock like this that pumps 200%. All right, you want to get in before everyone else gets in. So I'll discuss this in the chat, if I ever see something. But yeah, click the link down below in YouTube comments below to join. Make sure you hit how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts. Subscribe on your computer. It's 12 bucks a month. If you're using an Android, you will have to use your computer. But you also can use your phone's browser if you want to subscribe. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the next one.